Τον αότε προσέειπε θεά γλαυκῶπις Αθήνη. Ουμεν τοῖ γενεήν και θεοὶ νώνυμνον ωπίσσω. θῆκαν ἐπεὶ σε τοίον ἐγείνατο Πηνελόπεια. Allage τόδε eīpē kai ατρεκέως κατάλεξον. Τις δαίς, τις δε ώμιλος, applēto, τίπτε δε σε χρεώ, εἰλαπίνη. Okay, here's one. Here it is. Here's one. Here's one. This is the quote-unquote elision isn't marked, and it's not elision. We have a nicer word for it, which is synesis. Εἰλαπίνη γάμος. ἐπεὶ ἐρανος τάδε γέστην. Hos demoi hybridontes hyperfialos doceusi. Dainus thai kata dōma nemese saitokenaner. Aisrea poloroon. Hos dispinutos gemetelthoi. Wow, all right. Him did the goddess with the looks of the owl, Athena, address in turn, αότε. I think the men here is not one of those on the one hand things. It's just a very strong.
It's for men, right?
Yeah, it's like
say.
I'm calling this to your attention.
Yep.
Hey, look, the gods did not make your immediate genealogy, your immediate lineage, undistinguished in its name, nameless.
Right. The genē is the long-term one.
No, it's you taught me it's the short-term one.
No, there's the genos that's the short one. There's the genē is the.
My God, a whole universe collapses in me.
No.
All right, you know what? We'll make this.
We'll check.
We'll check. Okay. And dear listeners, we'll come back to this. This is one of those things where I was about to say that Lenny taught me that genē is short-term lineage, where, let's say, the way you and I know who our great-grandparents are, but we can't go beyond that. And I thought that was the marked thing, where you're really in control of all the names, etc. And that's
remember, in Glaucos and Diomedes, what Glaucos says is ti genēn ēranes. Why do you ask me my genē?
Yeah.
And then he gets the whole. Then he gives him the whole thing.
Yeah, but he knows every name.
Yes. So it's the genē is the big one.
But genos can go as turtles all the way down, whereas genē is things you can control.
Yeah, but in that case, anyway, I mean, he gives the whole genealogy all the way from his great grandfather.
Yes, but most people can't do more than 3.
I know. I understand. I agree with you. But I think that genē is the one for the long one. But anyway, we'll look it up.
I'm going to show you in your own writings. and if I'm wrong, I'll admit it to the audience out there.
All right.
We'll settle this.
Okay.
We'll settle this. But isn't this a friendly argument?
Yes.
Because it basically...
It's about whether Lenny remembers his own work.
People are just very aware of their genealogy.
Yes.
But you know what? If I were a student and taking an exam, I would just say lineage.
Yes.
I wouldn't say short term or long term.
Okay.
So why don't we just say that I tell you, the gods did not make your genealogy one that's undistinguished for its name. Or nameless. Nameless seems to me too allegro. Anyway, since after all, Penelope gave birth to you, such a big boy as you are, and the ge is like explanatory. Is that okay?
And the switch to Penelope.
Yes.
Which is kind of giving in.
No question that she's the mother.
But she gave birth, yes, for sure.
Let's see what
happens. Athena Mentes is bringing to mind his engendering, right?
And so,
But she's getting off the subject of who the father may be, too.
Yes, but
Well,
that's right.
Well, I'm going to hold back and
Yeah.
let's just keep going.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see.
Okay.
But come on.
But the other thing that's
Yeah.
changed is that
Yeah.
instead of tosson, it's tòion, the kind of
Oh,
person
did I
you are.
say? Oh,
Do you
I
have
said,
tòion or tosson?
No, I
Tòion.
have tòion. I'm sorry.
yeah, which
And
is nice.
Let me go to the basement to see if there's any.
Yeah, there.
No, but it wouldn't be because it would scan differently.
Yes.
So it's my bad.
Yeah.
I meant to say.
No, I think you translated it.
Such a fine boy
Yeah.
instead of such a big boy. Such a fine boy. Such a boy. Such a person. But come on. Tell me this. And tell me in an untwisted way. So what's the feast? And I noticed there's no conjunction. So we have here ascendaton, and that's always something that we sit up and take notice. So what's the feast? And what's this crowd that is here, that has formed here? What's this grouping that has formed here? That's so uncommitted here. And this is weird. And
Sure is.
And what is your obligation? In other words, what is necessary for you to do?
Or does it mean why do you need it? What in the world? Why is it necessary that you have it?
Well, yeah.
I think it's very hard to figure out what it means.
Okay.
It's a very weird.
It's so what's the
expression.
need for it?
Yeah, what's the need for it
What's
for
the
you?
need for you to do what? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Well, tipte means why.
Or it can mean what in the world? Why in the world? Right.
Okay.
It's tībte, right?
Uh-huh.
It's what or why.
Yeah. Why is there need for you to do something? But I still think that the se has implied in it an infinitive,
Yeah.
like doing something or whatever.
Or having something.
And that's why I'm still trying to fold in the idea as what is the need for you to do something? What on earth is the need for you to do something? And that is a social obligation. Do you have any? No. But then why are you here? Well, anyway.
Well,
Go ahead, Doug, please.
no. All I'm going to say is that I still don't understand it.
Well, but I think the following question sort of tells you what's on her mind.
Yes, well, that's right.
Is it a feast, or is it a celebratory feast, or is it a wedding? Mm-hmm. Is it a celebratory feast? Is it a wedding, or a wedding? Because what's going on here, tādhe, is no BYO. Bring your own.
Right.
ἐράνος says it's not one of those things where everybody chips in, and therefore it's not somebody's personal celebration. Is somebody getting married that you're, so to speak, giving away, or that you're getting married to, or is it a celebration like a birthday, or is it just people getting together and everybody chipping in?
Potluck.
Potluck. I love that.
Yep.
Picnic is the word that
Yes.
For ӓρανος, yeah.
for ἐράνος.
Yes.
It's no picnic. That works, but not in the right way.
And the funny thing is that for me, a picnic never implied that. I mean, an actual picnic that
not
people
today
would
anymore.
all contribute to it.
Yeah,
but
people
but
just
that
don't.
is the standard. At one time, was the standard
Translation of this?
translation definition of ăρανος was picnic.
Yeah.
So you had to understand what a picnic
Yes.
meant. To,
Yes. Now, I'm going to have trouble with the håste, but it's something like seeing as.
Yeah.
People seem to be committing outrage in an overweening way. It's saying the same thing twice. As they dine, all over the establishment. And I translated the participle and the main verb as if they were two main verbs.
Right.
But
That's fine.
that's for convenience. Will you let me do that?
Yep.
Okay.
At least I will. Is it okay with you?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. and then again, I love the way, look, there's no connective, there's no conjunction. So another syndeton. A man would feel a sense of needed retribution, seeing all these disgraceful things going on. A man would feel that way. A man who, if he has his wits about him, happens to come upon the scene.
Yes.
Something like that.
Would come among them.
And come among them,
Yeah.
Meet up with this bunch, this homilos.
Yep.
What kind of a bunch is this?
Yes. It's horrifying.
And pinutos, there's again the word that Lenny was talking about, and it's kind of right-minded.
Having his wits about him.
Yes, and I'm
right?
trying to figure out a way to say that the mindedness, the right-mindedness, is a process, and anybody who is right-thinking, how's that?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who's right-thinking who would come upon this scene, these people, that's what they would say. I don't know about you, you being Telemachus. Okay, I'm done. Stick the fork in.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go back to Penelope coming in the third line there, especially when you've got that tοίον, right?
Yes.
And if you go back up to tossos, this is line 208, I think, or 207. That's where she's saying, now tell me, are you, being a big boy like you are you the really the son of Odysseus? And then he says, oh, I don't know.
If I am, I wish it was somebody else was my
exactly,
father. Yeah.
right.
Yes, yes.
And then she comes back to it, and but this time it's Penelope, right? Your race isn't going to die out since Penelope gave birth to such a one as you.
Yes.
This is quality now, right?
Yes,
Tοίον.
this is quality rather than size.
Size.
Yep.
It's wonderful.
And it's interesting too that the size is what he commented on before, because she says that you look like him.
Yes,
And that is a way of saying
Yes,
that
yes,
you
yes.
are his son,
Yes.
because you look like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. that's,
And you know, I love the fact that in hero worship, the hero is always larger than life. So when you start seeing such a big figure, you think of that, let's call it religious aspect of these figures in verbal art, and that myth ritual aspect, let's not call it religious, makes you play in your mind with the fact that heroes, when the full story is told and they're now worshipped as called heroes, they're larger than life. They're like Achilles is 9 cubits or 7 cubits tall in death.
Yeah.
Or in the
After death.
Or in the Sappho epithalamium,
Oh,
the
yes.
bridegroom's head hits the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
It's all the same thing.
What is it in Herodotus where the Spartans found the bones of Orestes?
Yes, and
Yeah, they were
he's
huge.
They were
big
20
size.
feet long or something.
And of course, logical positive will say, well, they probably dug up a
Tyrannosaurus Rex, yes.
Tίπte.
It's
Why
like,
do you need it, is what it means.
or is it? What have you got to do with this?
Where's your social obligation in
Right.
this?
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
God, you don't. You're not giving a birthday party. You're
yes.
not celebrating your coming of age.
Yeah.
And what is this? Is this a potluck? Certainly doesn't seem that way.
No.
Well, if any right-minded person would come, they'd be disgusted with this.